Hello and welcome to Bass Basics, lesson number 6. Mannybass here again, your favorite bass teacher. Today I'm going to teach you how to play 7th chords. So, what is a 7th chord? A 7th chord is usually a chord made out of 4 notes, a root or first degree, which give the chord its name, a third, major or minor, a fifth, and a 7th degree. Okay, so let's begin with the major 7th chord. So a major 7th is basically a major chord plus a major 7th. So I'm going to use A in this particular case to illustrate. So we begin with A, which will be our root. Then we're going to play the perfect fifth here, then major 7th, and then major 3rd. Now, because of our register, we don't want to strum this chord using all 4 chords because it's going, notes, all 4 notes, because it's going to be a little muddy. So we need to get rid of 1 degree. Can't get rid of the root because then we don't know what chord it is. We can't get rid of the 7th because then it won't be a 7th chord. And we can't get rid of the 3rd because then we don't know if it's a major or a minor. So we need to get rid of the 5th degree. Okay? Without it, we still know what type of chord it is. So the way we play it this way now will be index plays the 1st degree, middle finger plays the major 7th, and the ring finger plays the major 3rd. So it doesn't matter where you land on the fretboard. This will be major 7th, major 7th, major 7th, okay? Now there's an alternate way of playing this chord. It will look something like this. If I'm going to do it in A, it will look like this. So A will be my root, my 1st degree. I will play the major 3rd. So the next string down 1 fret. That will be the major 3rd. Then we move to the next string and we go up 2 frets, and that'll be the major 7th. So it will look like this. Now I use my middle finger for the root, I use my index for the 3rd, and I use my ring finger for the major 3rd. I'm sorry, for the major 7th. So same thing applies. It doesn't matter where I play. If I do the same pattern, this will be a major 7th. So now the next chord we're going to learn about will be the dominant 7th or dominant chord. So a dominant chord is basically a major chord plus a minor 7th. So using A again to illustrate, root, perfect 5th, but instead of major 7th, we're going to play a minor 7th, and then we're going to play the major 3rd. And we don't want to strum all of these notes at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're not going to play the 5th again. So we're going to do root, minor 7th. So index plays the root, middle plays the minor 7th, and then my ring finger plays the major 3rd. Same thing applies. It doesn't matter where I land. Dominant 7th, dominant chord. And you will learn how important this chord is, especially in terms of resolution, moving from the 5th degree, which is usually dominant in a progression, to the root. But we'll explain that in another lesson, and secondary dominance. That's something that you'll learn later on. So, second way of playing a dominant chord looks like a nice pyramid or a triangle. So what we do is, in this particular case, I'm playing E. So E. So root, major 3rd, minor 7th. So you're here. This is the root, major 3rd. Then I go to the next string. I go up 1 fret, minor 7th. So I use middle finger for the root, index for the major 3rd, and ring finger for the minor 7th. Same thing, doesn't matter where I land. Dominant chord, okay? Now the next type of 7th chord is a minor 7th chord. So it's basically the same as a minor chord, but with a minor 7th degree added onto it. So using A again, root, perfect 5th, minor 7th, minor 3rd. We're not gonna play the 5th, so we're just gonna do the root with my index. Then we're gonna do the minor 7th with our middle finger, and then the minor 3rd with the ring finger. And the good thing about this chord is that they're all in the same fret. So this is a very easy way of playing it. Okay? Now, the alternate way of playing this chord will be this way. So basically what we do is we use our middle finger for the root, then we use our index, but we gotta play a minor 3rd, okay? So then we use the ring finger and we play the minor 7th. So root, minor 3rd, minor 7th, okay? All right? Cool. Now, the other type of 7th chord is called a half diminished chord, which is also known as a minor 7 flat 5. To play this chord, you play the root, you play a flat 5 or a diminished 5th degree. Then we play a minor 7th and a minor 3rd. Now, we do not want to be strumming this chord, okay? But it's good to know how to play it in the electric bass. And the other type of 7th chord, which you might see from time to time, is called a fully diminished chord, which is also is very similar to a diminished chord. It's root, flat 5 or 5th degree that has been diminished, a flat 7 or 7th that has been flatted 2 times. So it's not a major 7th or a minor 7th, but a 7th that's even lower than that. So it'll be root, flat 5, a 7th that's double flatted, and then a minor 3rd. So we got it. We now know how to play 7th chords. And you might be wondering, well, what was the whole point? Why do I need to play 7th chords? Well, 7th chords are very important. You see, you now have an extra note that allows you to make bass lines that are a bit more interesting and sophisticated. Think of it as language. If you only knew how to use 10 words, your vocabulary would be very limited and you wouldn't be able to hold a very interesting conversation. Same thing with the 7th chords. You now have an extra note that allows you to play bass lines that are much more interesting and, you know, intricate and sophisticated. So you can now express yourself in different ways. You know, now you have a whole new world possibilities thanks to the 7th chords. Okay? So this is all for today. Later on, when we learn how to play arpeggios and how to harmonize the major scale, all of this stuff that I've been teaching you is going to start making sense, and you're going to be able to really start creating your own bass lines. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'm putting the link so you can download the manual that I wrote for you guys for free, because I like you guys and also because I'm a cool guy. So again, thank you for watching. Mannybass.